Previously on Curse of Strahd, you had invaded the Amber Temple. The prevailing air of evil in the Amber Temple is almost overcoming, but you fought through. You arrived here with Casimir, Dusk Elf, who had a specific mission to consult with dark powers, he mentioned to you, so he could raise his sister that you know is in one of the tombs of Castle Ravenloft. Where we left you, if I force your map, you had fallen down. The shelf here had fallen down, and you were just scoping out this room here with the Nothics in. Also with you is this fellow here, Heinrich Stolt, who initially was in... between him and the Flame Skulls, all of you were a little bit singed, I believe. I don't think many of you are... I can't remember.
I'm on 17 and I've got 15 temporary hit points, so
okay.
Obviously I've got a bit of a tonking.
So...
I didn't like it.
You've got this whole west side of the lower floor. This is an open door. As it stands, Rokkr was scouting out the Nothics, and you had these large amber sarcophagus type things inside the door. This is the first open door that you've seen that hasn't been smashed. Here, and to the south are two amber doors. They are... what's the mix between transparent and opaque?
Transparent.
No, translucent.
Translucent. So they are thanks, Mark. They are translucent, but not to the point where you can see much beyond them. You can see a vague shapes beyond, but not enough to make them out. Just these sheets of amber all the way down.
Windows.
Bone china's translucent. That'll give you an idea of what it'll look like.
Nice one, dude. So other than that, you've got plenty that you've not explored yet. There's a set of double doors here. There was doors all the way along this side where you fought the witches and the brooms.
Did we?
You say fought.
Massacred, in fairness.
We mildly engaged the brooms.
You did. You haven't actually been inside this room yet. That's a destroyed door that's just opened. So,
did we say we were investigating the Nothics to try and clear that empty room? Because that's the only room that's not shut. I can't remember.
Yeah, we agreed on your principle that we don't like leaving things behind us.
Yeah, I mean, as much as other doors might open, an open door is already open.
Just to be super safe, I can send my owl in there. He can fly away from any danger, and he's got.
If he gets eaten, that's on you.
If he gets eaten, I can bring him back with a video next time we have a big sausage.
Is he happy about being sacrificed in that manner?
He's got absolutely no say in the matter. He just says, "Go in there, check it out," and he'll do it.
Okay. I remember when you losing your familiar lost you a permanent point of constitution.
Yeah,
and something like 6 hit points when you might have only had 7.
Sorry?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah. Now it just takes 10 gold to resummon every time.
Was it 10 gold? No,
it's the moment charcoal.
The moment it was died, it was 1 permanent loss of constitution each time it died, so you didn't risk them.
I had a look today. There was somebody, I don't know why I was checking for, is it illegal to fart on someone? There was a case in Australia of a guy who was arrested. He'd been pulled over on a random ID check, and he decided to break wind loudly. Then says he can't get onto that to the coppers, and they arrested him. How rude!
What did they arrest him for?
I don't know. While they were saying why they pulled him over, he just did a massive fart. Said, "Get onto that." And then the rest. I mean, it's fucking Australia. What do you expect? Sorry. Totally off.
Probably
Totally
something to bite people.
off. But yeah, the answer is
Anyway.
it can be illegal to fart on someone, so be careful.
So what you just, if I remember rightly, you were talking to Heinrich and you were sort of convincing him that if he's coming along with you, he's there basically as a scholar. But you said to him if he's going to prove his worth, he needs to throw a fireball at these Nothics, I believe was.
I recall
I know it was convinced him to join us through the thing. And he said he hadn't been an adventurer for a while, but he did miss it, so he was going to join us on the endeavour.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what do you want to do?
Well, the room at the top that we've not been in, I'll just send Asriel in just to look round, come straight back out to me and tell me what.
This room here?
Which room?
Yes, where Ted's pointing.
Okay. So, you have control of Asriel, Mark. He should be right next to you. As he flies around that room, the amber door that once sealed this great stone room has been smashed. Their pieces lying amid crushed bones, armour, and weapons.
Okay, I'll have him fly back and I'll relay that entire little spiel to everybody else.
What you see is as he flies in and starts scouting round, objects start flying and shooting towards Asriel. So, if you'll bear with me a second.
Bears, flying bears.
You know what I'm thinking, Dave?
We're going spider bears, not flying bears.
What's his AC, Mark?
It's going to be bad.
That's a dead animal.
Well, to be honest, I'm glad it's him and not one of us, because I can just get him back.
I think it's like 12.
It's a long time.
My phone's busy.
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to remember where he is. He's in extras, isn't he?
Yeah.
Here he is.
I think I found it.
Armor class 11.
Yeah, and he's got 1 hit point.
He has got 1 hit point. Have they splattered him a Rooney?
They have, yeah, and it takes what's in there? Let's say just a piece of wood, or a piece of amber. Oh no, there's a wooden door, so the wreckage of the door just flies up, impacts, and he. Or how does he die, Mark? How does he disappear into the ether?
I would imagine it's in some sort of comedic. He'll make a comedic little noise and disappear in a big puff of sort of astral plane-esque feathers, which then disappear as they hit the ground.
Nice, but nothing comes out of the room. Nothing else changes. You've made enough noise around here that you would have thought it would have attracted something
that
else.
Like a trap. I'm glad we didn't send Jim in there. That could have been horrendous.
Sorry, guys, I'm just going to disappear for 1 second.
Did I get any idea of what it was that annihilated him?
He's very good at playing in character, isn't
he? He is. Let's think. Just thinking if there's a role that I could. I think, Mark, what I'm going to say to you, the answer to that is no, because all you saw through Asriel's senses is you saw this piece of wood float up and then fly towards Douche and then hit him square in the face. But that's all you saw.
Well, that to me suggests some sort of magical trap. I'm going to ask Mr. Cautious himself, Adam, what do you reckon we do with that? Do you reckon it's just a trap, or that the armour and weapons might be good? Right, I'll open it to the floor. What do you reckon, guys?
I mean, in all fairness, if it's armour and it looked like it was metal, I really don't care.
Yeah, you don't give a shit, do you?
Hey, we're going to have to go into that room anyway, because you want to explore weird, dark things that are going to cost you your life, probably.
Possibly. Yeah. I was instructed to. I don't really have any say in it.
Yeah, fair. Exactly. Should we just go in and clear the room and be safe?
Well, do I want to go in with, or when we go in, detect magic to both pick up if any of the armors are magic enough to look at, and to see if there's anywhere pinging from potentially like poltergeist type things.
That's fine. And that
or
means
traps.
That means
If
the no
it's plate
cool.
armor in there and it's not cursed, then you want it though, don't you, Dan? Like pretty badly.
And gone. Right. I've lost pictures, but I've got voice, but that's probably not going to last long.
Oh no!
Yeah. If you stood outside the room, got as close as you could, you're covering most of the room with your detect magic, which I'm quite happy to move forward and tell you that there's nothing magic in there.
Okay, well, it was whether we did 10 minutes to ritual or whether that was a spell slot.
Just take 10 minutes. That's fine.
Well, no, because we know that if there was things that were sentient creatures rather than just some sort of magical trap, they'd have come out because we've been there for ages. So I think it's something that activates when we go in the room. What sort of armor was it, Dave? Did we see if it was plate or?
No, it's mostly smashed, rusted. Nothing that would be functional.
Right, I'll go to the door. So I'm about 10 feet back from the doorway, and I'll cast the thing that puts. Is it thaumaturgy? I can do a slot, make the earth tremble a little bit.
Yeah.
In the room. Does that trigger anything? Does anything happen?
No.
I will send a mage hand in to go and pick up one of the less rusty things, whatever's in there. Is there a dagger or a long sword or something?
Yeah.
I'll go for a long sword because I think he can hold that, and he'll get to pick it up and try and bring it to me.
Okay. There is resistance. Something's tugging on the longsword.
In that case, I think it's safe to say that I don't think we should go in there. I don't think there's anything in there that can get us unless we go in there. So I just think we should just not go in there. What do you reckon?
Yeah, if the point is we don't want to leave anything behind us, it doesn't seem like there's anything in that room that's going to follow us.
No, it seems to only be dangerous if we actually go in.
The worry is that it's an open door, isn't it?
Yeah. Can I make the door slam shut, Dave, from a distance?
The door has been destroyed. That's what the wreckage on the floor.
So that's a no.
Can we mend it?
That's a no.
Who is a carpenter?
Jesus, he was a carpenter.
Is he with us?
I don't think so, actually.
Jesus is always with us.
It depends who you ask.
He uses his powers as super carpentry to build a stage really quickly so Buddha can transform himself into Neil Diamond and sing a duet with Mecha Streisand. Yeah.
What just happened?
Sorry, it was, I just spoke again. I'll stop it now.
Right, so we're not bothering with that alcove, well, giant alcove as it is.
Well, all that's in there is rusty shit, bad things.
Can we deal with the no fix? Or nothix, or whatever they call them?
Nothing like Gothic.
Yeah. Where am I?
Nothic.
Wasn't the little furry man going to explode that room?
Yeah, he's up for it. He's quite happy to stand on this corner, and he'll say, "I'm no good if they are charging for me. I am going to run away, but I'm quite happy to throw a fireball in to start off proceedings."
I am a fan of his eagerness.
Yeah, I am a bit.
Fuck it, let's set shit on fire. Do it.
You're a man of your own heart, Ted.
I mean,
I'm still not a fan because he hit me with a fireball. So
well, it makes a change because you're normally hitting Dan with them.
Yeah, it is that in the norm.
Do we want me to possibly put something in front of that doorway?
If you can do some
if
sort
they do run out,
can you do some sort of semi-permanent barrier that'll just make sure they're not getting to us without making loads of noise?
I'm not sure I do semi-permanent barriers. I do difficult terrain and I do fire.
I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, whichever seems. Yeah. I mean, it's any. One thing I would ask: do you think it's worth or safe to for me to do the hour ritual to get my familiar back, because that would have been Jim in that room if it wasn't for his noble sacrifice. But that's up to you guys. If you don't want to hang fire, that's okay. But I say it will be Jim next time. We'll get
Can I make a trap or a device that would alarm us with my skills? Some kind of tripwire, for example.
Yeah, what the entrance to this room here?
Yeah,
Easily.
So
But by the time Dan's, yeah, go on.
What do I have with me? I have some rope, so I could do a kind of a tripwire or some kind of series of tripwire and attach them via some kind of pulley to something that would break and drop and make a loud noise and
It's going to
make us
invigilate
aware.
a plebiscite. I'll not be long.
Does
Yes,
that seem
no-
like a plausible option?
No problem. I believe setting traps is a sleight of hand.
Yeah, it's a sleight of hand.
Yeah, so do I get advantage with that?
No. Dan, are you playing the Mark game out of interest? Has he gone again?
I'm going to go with Dan can't say anything right now. And
Yeah.
Oh, well. $22.
Right. So whatever you do, whatever you construct, you're pretty sure that if anything touches it, it will alert you for a good distance. You know, drop a bell, drop a glass or something. So yeah.
Are you happy with that, Adam? Was that sufficient?
Yeah. I would say with the amount Mark antagonised the room, I wasn't too concerned about anything coming out there. But yes, that's just tops that off.
Cool. Right,
So-
let's move away.
Yeah.
So
So
when Mark
the only thing I
comes
can't remember if you said, David, was the no-thicks in the room that we were looking at, were they, did they seem aggressive or not? I can't remember what.
They, as Rokkr had investigated, and you've now had another sort of 10 minutes investigating this other larger chamber, they're just in the room picking through rubble. They look like they're in a routine.
Okay. I would suggest we probably just go in as a group, not aggressively unless they're aggressive, and see if they just ignore us. I don't know what they're like.
So you're definitely saying don't open with a fireball.
I'd say conserve the fireballs. If they're not going to be aggressive, there's no point. And, you know, we've got I'm guessing we might have a fairly hefty dungeon here.
Yeah, that's why I was saying, do you want me to get the familiar back just to save our asses if things go? Yeah.
We'll see if we need it, Mark. I mean, we may well need it, but I think for now, as I was saying, if we're just all going in mass into the no-thick room up here,
Right.
because I don't know, I don't know. The issue I got, the way Dave described them is they'll only go for us if we bother them or force the issue with them, and they'll probably just try and stay out of our way. I'd have thought with big group of armored bastards come walking in.
Right. Let's do it.
So, as you walk round, the Nothics notice you and charge. Let's roll initiative.
I was wrong.
What was that?
So I'm first. As in physically first. I imagine I'll be last in actual initiative, but
I've had an error has occurred.
error?
You had that as well.
I've
Did
just
as well.
I'm just going to bin that off. And
Yeah.
I have, but it hasn't told me what my initiative is. I assume I'm in the right place.
Yes, it was me. I was rolling initiative for the Nothics too quickly.
I actually rolled really well. That's
Not
unusual.
as well as they did.
No, they were
Well, one
better.
of them's all right, I think.
Yeah.
Well, I say all
Yeah,
right.
but that's fine. But I'm at the front for them to run at me.
Yeah.
I don't know. See, Jarek has no idea what the hell they are. Adam knows exactly what they are because he's had to read about them for campaign stuff. So Adam is choosing not to say anything.
Yeah. That's fine.
If I ever get cloud kill, it's going to come out my arse in a fart and with a massive raspberry. Sorry, that's just
Hands
popped
up.
in there.
Who's surprised?
No one's surprised. So, is everyone stood where they need to be? Do you want to move Nick forward, Stan?
Yeah.
I imagine that
And
we've
Flesh
been
as
our
well, if
usual
you
Or
want
it'd
to.
have been probably just
order, so it'd be Nik and Dan. up
Yeah,
front,
if you drop yourself back a little bit, if you put yourself in line with Jarek, I'm assuming what we'll do is we'll assume that you were marching in tandem when the Nothics noticed you, which takes us to the first one that charges forwards, and it's typically the one at the back. But he charges
How many are there, Dave?
30. In fact, no, he's going to stay 15 there.
That looks really friendly.
It does, doesn't it? And he will see Jarek first. As he stops, and it's this alien movement, this sort of chittering sound, Jarek's drawn towards this central eye. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please, Adam.
Oh, that looks like a
But
target.
I've got our character sheet up. Hang on there. I opened the group one, but not the con saving throw. Loading. Con.
Normal.
16.
16 pass. So you shrug off this effect. You're aware of the fact that it's trying to burn into your skull, burn into your brain, but you shrug off the effect. Nothing happens.
It's kind of alien looking and all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
So I will extend the universal greeting of
Barweep, Drana,
Weep, Minibar, and see if it responds.
It's can you speak Undercommon?
I don't think so. No,
Can anybody?
I can speak Abyssal and Infernal.
not the question.
No. Is this short answer?
Undercommon.
I can.
Hey!
Really?
Yeah.
The Nothic has just said to Jarek, "Fuck you, buddy."
It's possible because I didn't extend it like an energon shit.
Has it met him then? Already?
So Flesh's turn.
Nothing's aware.
You can only see one. It's just in the doorway still.
I suppose Flash will go into it. I can't actually see it.
Yeah, you should be able to. It's right there.
Okay, well, I can't, so let's see what Flash can
I
see.
don't think the dog will fit through the door, will he?
Yeah, his ass is just too big.
I can't see it, so I don't know if I'm in the right place. Can the dog go through and stand with it?
Yes.
Actually, the other thing is I don't think Fletcher actually wants to go through. So Fletcher's going to stand here and ready the bite for anything that comes through.
Seems reasonable. Akxikas.
Right, I can only see one of them. And
Then that's your target.
that's my target. That's about the size of it. So,
I'll tell you what I'll do. Let me put red halos around them.
how long since our last fight?
Last fight?
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
or at least 20 minutes, maybe half an hour. I don't know.
So my hex will still be.
Yeah. You can still have your hex. Yeah.
In that case, I shall move my hex onto him as my bonus action.
Is this the one at the door at the front?
One, I can only see one, so it's got to be him.
That one, yeah.
Yep.
Next, done.
Yon lad. And then he's getting 2 Eldritch bolts. Whatever it is. Eldritch Blast, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, number 1. 26.
Hit.
Damage. 4 plus 2.
8 plus 2. Yep.
No. Oh, yeah, of course. Sorry. Yeah, because then the next one. See if I hit.
Yeah.
16.
Hits.
Yes. Damage. So that's a 3. So that's 7 in total plus 2.
9.
Yeah.
Okay. So don't forget, Mark, if you wanted to, you could roll a d10, d6, add 4. So if you go bottom left, d10, d6, roll, and then just add 4 to the total if you wanted to.
10.
Jim, Rokkr's turn.
So, are we figuring that these
Yeah,
guys
like that.
can't be talked down, and we need to attack them?
It's a safe bet.
Okay, that big eye, that looks like a target to me.
Hey.
So, on will I still have my what you call it?
Hunter's marks
Hunter's-
available to you, yeah.
Yes. Let's go for that. And what do we think? Have I got advantage?
It's pretty dark in here.
Where's the? In fact, you don't need a light source, do you?
No.
I believe you're operating without.
It's just if
so-
he gets too close to Nick. 'Cause
Oh,
Nick's
that's
got a
true.
right.
What's Nick's sword? We've got Nick's radius, haven't we?
Before, if we knew we were going into the fight, I'd have probably brought it down to 10 and 10.
Yeah. Yes. In which case, you have advantage.
Okay, let's try the Uber Stonk way. So I will be using Sharpshooter.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to seeing how nails this is.
I roll.
3D.
Wait, do I roll? Yes, so I roll with advantage, and I can re-roll one of the rolls.
Yeah, it's 3D.
You
Yes.
re-roll the lowest one.
The best. That'll do it anyway.
-5. So just 20
hits.
20 hits. So I'm doing an extra 10 damage,
Yeah.
which is 22
Oh,
plus my Hunter's Mark,
Yeah.
which is a D6. So that's a total of 25.
25
with one arrow.
with one arrow. Yeah, he's not very happy with that at all.
Yeah, I bet. Right, let's
Arrow number 2.
let's go for that again.
Yeah.
Is 16 enough?
It is. I hit with a 16.
Yes.
Yeah, excellent. So we will be having +10 to this one. So 20. Oh no, it's only the first one I get the Hunter's Mark, isn't it? Sorry.
No, it's everyone.
No, it's all.
21.
That was a playtest
Yep.
thing, wasn't it?
That's how does that one die?
It literally, the arrow penetrates its eyeball and it like goes inwards like that and out through the back of its head and just goes.
I will say at the dying creature, I'll go, "Fuck you, buddy."
Are you still rolling the third die, JMO? Are you still rolling the third die? Are you rolling the third die?
I know,
Well,
I don't have. It's a re-roll of my rolls, it says.
Yeah, at the lowest, but it's an extra chance at a crit hit.
Yeah, if you've.
It's always worth re-rolling. Always worth rolling the 3 because you go from a 9% chance to crit to like a 27% chance to crit.
Yeah. We would be harder if
you've
you
got
played as
your what's it feature where you get your extra attack on the first round of combat.
Quick ones.
Yeah.
No.
So I can't move the Hunter's Mark, can I?
No, because that's bonus action. Yeah.
But I can roll that, and then let's re-roll the 12 to get my extra. It's not a crit. So do I have to take? No. So it's 20. It was
21. Yeah. So what I'd do, Jim, is roll with advantage and then just roll a normal hit.
Oh, okay.
Just to see if it exceeds, because it adds your modifier onto it as well. What I should possibly have been doing, just so you know, is I should have been giving them cover.
I was sat here thinking.
I've got a sharpshooter. Sharpshooter ignores all cover.
Yeah.
It does. Because Vax has got it.
But for
Okay.
It's pretty good.
Vax even. Or was it Vax? I don't know. I can't remember which one of them. They made both of them.
19 damage.
No.
It's
Okay,
Percy
that's-
that's got it. Sorry.
The only other one that you can see at the back. Any movement for Rokkr? And
A
Ted,
bit of
you're
a-
up next.
Oh, Demo, that's breaking Rocker's character.
Yeah. In theory, the only thing that Rokkr should be doing now is saying, "I shot the man in the eye."
No, so that's the end of my turn.
Cool.
You lie. There is no fish.
Well, I'll have been preparing some magic balls on my
Yeah.
wander forwards.
No problem.
He's now
And then,
laid on that chew stick thing, so no one can get it.
The nearest one to me that I can see. Will,
Yeah, you've got this one at the angle or the one that Rokkr hit.
Sorry, point those out to me again, please.
They're both slightly covered. This is the one that Rokkr just hit at the back.
We'll try and go for the one that's been hit then.
Okay.
Hey.
21.
21 hits.
Oh, god damn it. 7.
7.
It's magic damage at least.
Yeah. Doesn't Magic Ball scale like other cantrips, like Sacred Flame or Firebolt?
No, it's the 1 damage one that doesn't.
Ah,
That's crap.
yeah.
Yeah.
Bummer.
Yeah. Okay, so
So
that's
bummer.
action.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I'm too concerned about doing at the moment.
Okay.
That's the issue. I can. So if I readied a spell, does it mean I have to use it?
You don't have
No.
to use it, but you still lose it even if you don't use it.
That's a bit-
Honestly, it's usually not always worthwhile.
You use the spell
Yeah,
slot
yeah.
even if you use it.
suppose it's. I don't know.
It's only worth doing if you know
Should have
you're
checked before, I suppose.
It's all a bit
See
Posey
if people
Parker,
are
isn't
actually
it?
going to go in and deal with them.
Well, I will when it's my turn.
Yeah.
I guess a chance.
Right, we'll take it to Nothic's turn next. The one inside the door is going to charge forwards at the 2 frontline fighters. Two.
The wolf will bite it.
Don't go near him.
He's
It
gone
I can't
there.
actually get. Oh no! I didn't. I thought he had to stay in that big square. I didn't realise I put him there. He's meant to be stood right at the door to bite as it came through.
Sure,
He's
go
holding
on
the
then.
bite.
Yeah, go on then, mate. Yeah,
So-
yeah.
That's why we technically then would it.
No, you can move it. You can move it back. We know, well, yeah, I know what your intention was. Yeah, yeah. Okay, go for it.
Okay. No. Continue.
Thank you. So he's got a choice of 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So towards Jarek, it's going to be 2 swings. 19
Oh,
and 17, both miss.
Awesome.
So the injured Nothic at the back, he is going to hold his ground. Jarek, Constitution saving throw, please.
hello, one.
Oh, dear.
You have +4.
25.
Nothing happens. Once again, this Nothic, his beady eye is trying to bore into your brain, but you just shrug it off, either look away or raise your shield. Whatever you do, you've avoided it. Next turn.
So are these
balls.
basically just angry Mike Wazowskis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very angry. Mike Wazowski.
Did the injured one not come through then?
No.
No, he's
Right.
still in there.
Couldn't get the arrow through the door.
Okay. But I'm going to also stand in the doorway again then and tonk this one.
Yeah.
Honk.
Indy Batty.
They're not undead, are they?
No.
Not
I'll
yet.
be dead soon.
So I'll hex it first with my
Gotcha.
bonus action. And then attack. 17.
17 slices into it with your sun sword.
So that plus the hex. So for 14 total.
14? Yep.
Yeah.
Takes
And
all of
then
it.
second attack. Second attack. Even more than the last one. Oh, however, it looks like it's going to be less damage. So for
13.
13.
Nice. Anything else?
Don't believe so. No.
Okay. The last Nothic is going to charge forwards into the doorway and take 2 swipes at Nick. First attack is 22.
Doesn't Flesh get his attack? He held a bite,
think-
didn't he?
Yeah, you
I
bit
shall.
me.
I will cast shield.
Okay.
But
Second
misses.
attack is an 8, so both miss. Adam, Jarek's turn.
Okay, I'm going to edge round here. I can't remember. Did we know how many there were in there, or can I see that is all of them? Or
That's all of them, yeah.
Or
It's all
shown on
good.
the. Oh, can we see that?
Yeah. Well, yeah, if the ones that I can make them invisible on the initiative counter, so yeah.
All right, okay, yeah. Yeah, I never look at the initiative counter when I consider that fact because I just look at the screen. Well, once I've rolled that, I don't care about it anymore. I ignore it. Right, I'm going to hit the one in the doorway because I think the one outside the door is probably going to get hit a lot by other people.
Okay.
I'm not using any spells. I think I'm probably just going to hit the thing. Just double check. I think. Yeah, I'm just going to take a swipe at it with my mace.
Sure.
24.
24 hits.
Banana fritter.
It's a banana fritter.
I don't know what they're horrible. I tried one once. You Chipper used to do them. Nasty.
Yeah, not a fan. Okay, anything else from Jarek?
Well, with Crusher, once per turn, when I hit a creature with an attack that deals bludgeoning, I can move it 5 feet into an occupied space. So I assume that where it is, all I can really do is push it back, can't I?
Move it 5 feet. Yeah, it'll be in a sort of L shape there. Anyone that you like.
I'll push it straight back so I can advance into the room.
Okay. Cool. So there's an opportunity attack from the one behind you.
Sorry, that's fine.
It has disadvantage, Dave, because of my stature from my longsword.
Right. Apparently because of your penis. 17 misses. Yeah. Okay. That takes us to the top of the round again. Flesh is up.
Bomb.
Yeah, that Nothic's not going to be well.
Bye.
Come on, Dom.
Oh, that's a 1. Done.
I don't think the wolf wants to bite these, Dan. Stop making him.
I feel partially responsible. I think I built up Flesh's part too much there. Perhaps it's the fact that he hasn't got a muzzle. You know.
I just don't think he wants to bite them. And I don't blame him when you look at them.
I mean, to be fair, when you look at the actual picture of him, it doesn't look like he's got a muzzle.
No.
Yeah, he's been chopped off.
It's been chopped off. He's eating it by himself. Right, so that's Akxikas.
I shall move to where I've just moved to. So I've
Yep.
got a more straight view. I'm going to blast the fella straight in front of me after putting me... yeah, you know what I was doing.
So you're
Bonus
hexing
action
him.
and
Yeah.
Hex.
Go for it.
Then same again. I'm not wasting spell slots on these bell cheeses.
Okay.
Right, so here we go. Do I hit? Is the next question. Character sheet. I'll just blast. Here we go. I doubt it.
No, that misses.
Second one. Oh, 16 I hit with that
16
last time.
does hit. Yeah.
Right, so damage, let's try and do it sensibly. So it's
Well, you
whatever
can-
this is plus 4.
Yes, yeah.
So that's 15 total.
15. Wicked.
Yeah, I like doing that, Dave. I like that.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? I like all the dice cascading across the screen as well. Anything else from you?
So I've used bonus action. No, I'm done.
Okay, Rokkr's turn.
Right.
You can spot that this Nothic that's in the open, you'd only have to blow on him and he'd go down. He doesn't need your hunter's mark.
I hit with the other one.
You got down.
Oh.
If
Is he
only I'd
doing
have
much
hit him with
damage?
the
Is it
first
worth
one.
me actually attacking him? Should I leave him to? Yes. Okay.
Like,
So
hit him with the reverse side of your arrow.
Try and get a glancing shot so it only does a little bit of damage and goes off into the other guy in the room. Go full
Yeah.
Robin Hood.
right.
And if it hits down on the way, that's
temple.
If I have advantage, which we're saying we have, I will roll and then 18 is enough, but I get a crit.
It's
on the
30
injured
enough to
one?
hit him.
Is this
Does he
need
which one are you hitting, mate? Sorry.
It was that guy that's got no damage, no
that
health.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're the one that's
Oh, this
about
fella?
to splatter across
That
the
guy
room.
just took a crit.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you can roll your damage because it'll be a lot of dice, Jim, but you don't need to.
Do it. Depending how much damage
Go
you
on,
want
yeah.
numbers.
That was your blood spear
Oh,
for some reason.
Yeah. He loaded the wrong thing into the bow.
do you know what? It doesn't matter. I've critted. So.
That'd been an awful lot.
Yeah. So, how will it die?
I think you pinned it to Dan.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go with that.
Dan's just spinning around going, get it off me! Get it off me!
At the end of the fight, we'll have to get the arrow
Smeared
off
with
the tap.
shield.
No,
I've still got shielding, so it's just smeared against the.
Nice.
Second attack to the one at the back.
Go for it.
To kind of transfer Hunter's Mark onto him.
You are.
Oh, you can. You haven't used it.
You
You
can.
didn't use it, did you?
Yeah.
Ah.
Good use, Jim.
So, and I will go for the same. Huckleberry gets a crit. No, that isn't a crit. That's a 1. So I will re-roll the 1, which is 20. So I will.
Look, so that's -5.
Yeah.
No, because you ignore cover.
Yeah.
So you've just hit with a 15.
Go on, you may as well roll your last one, see if it comes up a natural.
So
No, it did.
24 plus D6.
4. 28.
How do you want to kill that one?
Literally, yeah, pin it to the back wall, and it just slides off it.
It does.
Your arrow's all gooey now with guts. Guts gooey arrow.
Festus' turn.
Word.
One left.
One left. Well, he's.
Oh, you know what?
Based.
Hold up. I'm going to roll initiative for Heinrich and Casimir because I've got 2 NPCs that just in case Ted doesn't kill
You
it.
always forget about.
I don't think it's necessary.
Let them have a turn.
Go on then. So Heinrich is just going to throw a firebolt at it.
Yeah, not a fireball.
It rolls. Heinrich
Get
rolls a
accessible.
natural 1, so that misses. But
That's a fumble. Everyone, watch out.
Casimir's going to do the same. He's just going to throw a firebolt, and he rolls a 2.
What a guy.
I've taught them well.
Another go.
be fair, neither of them can actually see him from where they're stood, so that's understandable.
Yeah.
That's why they were trying to like
Yeah. Bounce it round the corner.
ricochet it round. And like yelled, "Down!"
Go on then, Ted.
Oh yeah, just a magic ball to.
Okay, go for it.
One. Ah, that'd be a crit.
Wicked. Roll your damage. Is there a druid? Is there a druid cantrip that
I don't know.
steps up?
Is it witch bolt?
Poison spray, maybe?
Sorry,
I've got poison spray, but obviously I'm not close enough to use it at the moment.
Produce flame.
Wouldn't that be quite close?
It's
can
not,
throw
it's not AoE,
It's
is it? You just
there, isn't it?
you create
not fire,
it,
you can
and
throw
throw it.
Right, go on then, Dan.
Oh, it's me?
Yep.
Step in. Can I step in next to Jarek?
Yes, mate.
No.
Of course you can.
Yeah.
Can I trip him up on the way?
Do it.
Yeah. I've put hex on it, mate. I'm assuming that you were.
Am I all right? Did I survive his trip?
You did.
You need some form of save, a dex save, I'd imagine.
I've done
He
it.
mockingly said, "Where's my rock, dickhead?"
Yeah. Punchy. Hit.
Yep.
Just? No.
Just.
This. And this. That's better. 21.
Not quite enough.
Second hit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Quite enough of that. For a further 14.
Wicked. How do you want to kill that one?
I slice into it, and I manage to stop millimeters away from Jarek's still outstretched foot, and looking to say that was close.
So now that it's Nik and Jarek are in this room, this prevailing sense of evil is immense from this room that you've stepped into, and these two large amber sarcophagi, beg your pardon, in this room, they're 8 feet tall, 5 feet wide, and in the middle, looking at you, is this slither of black smoke, and it disappears and then appears, and it looks at Nik, and then disappears and appears, and it's clearly looking at Jarek, and they both have one in them. Both of you, go on.
I was going to say, Jarek was pretty much going to be stepping back out of the room at this point, but essentially, with the feeling of evil, I just started to back out of the room.
If there were shadows, I think I'd be trying to look to see if it was anything to do with Shah being like shadow and darkness. And
whereas I will just be backing out the room. So depending on how you want to do that.
Sure. Well, as Jarek starts stepping forward, Nik's drawn forwards. Have a religion check there.
I'm just going to nip towards.
I won't.
Okay.
Can't make me.
Yeah. It doesn't seem to be Shah related. This is more whatever it is. It's not. It's 7's not great, mate. So all I'm going to say is you don't think it's Shah related, and you're not entirely sure what's in there, but you know the evil is coming from it.
Bagsy, we don't open them.
I'm pretty sure. What?
It's in the
You're the
sarcophagus.
one person I've expected to want to open it. Do I back out the room without instant?
Yeah. Yes, you do. Everyone seems to have disappeared. I'll wait a minute until Ted comes back before. Yeah, I'll wait until Ted gets back before I give you any more.
Also, the most exciting thing that happened to me last week in work was that I discovered that Washy Hands man had pooed himself and had to go home. which shouldn't be funny. But I found it funny anyway.
I mean, I have so many questions, Mark, but I don't think I want to know the answers. This is the problem.
Wash your hands, man, is the guy that spends literally 25 minutes washing his hands every time he goes to the toilet.
Oh, okay, right. So.
He's clearly not well in the head. I mean, obviously.
Yeah, that's not nice. There was a lad at we had a lad at work that did that, and considering what we do for a living, it's after he'd handed every patient over at hospital, he was there for like 20 minutes, and yeah, it's not nice.
Can't blame him. It's not his fault, right?
No.
He must get a massive reduction in the amount of work he has to do, because if he takes a shit and goes for 2 weeks in his 8-hour day, that's like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Right, what was going down? Well,
just waiting for Ted.
Oh yeah, that was it.
Just so I don't have to
recap.
recap.
Been allowed to talk.
Yeah. I could just recap it, but
no, it won't be long.
Yeah.
It sounds important.
Speak of the Weeble.
Oh, it's nice to see. I've got I've just taken it off, but it is definitely dressing gown weather at the minute.
Not here. It's only just not having the fan on weather.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh.
Right. So, as Jarek backs out, Heinrich steps forwards. And he's starting to look more animated than you've seen him. He's quite a nervous, animated fella anyway, and he'll say, "This is why we're here. These are the reasons we're here. That's the dark powers. These are the ones that can offer you a gift. You don't have to accept the gift. Watch." And he moves as if he's going to step into the room and hold his hand out to this one on the west.
I'm not interfering.
Yeah,
is there any writing on these?
He holds his no writing at all, Mark. It's just a rough amber sarcophagus. You instinctively know it's a sarcophagus, and you instinctively know whatever's trapped inside is malevolent. But as he presses his hand to,
come back and see what happens.
Yeah, as he presses his hand to this first one, he says, he turns to you. And he looks, initially his eyes are closed, and he turns to you and said, "This is the sarcophagus of Delban, the star of ice and hate." And he's sort of concentrating. He says, if you accept Delban's gift, you can unleash deadly cold at your enemies. And then he's so excited. And then he goes over to the one on the east. And he'll say, "Well, this one's Kirad, the Star of Secrets. This Kirad will gift you the power of divination. I've been waiting to get into here for years." He'll say,
"None of those is the name that I was given in my vision, so I'm staying well away from them." It was Xanthas, I believe.
Anyone else want to accept the gifts from the malevolent beings?
Was it Xanthas, Dave? Am I saying that right? Yeah.
I mean, I've got history.
Go for it. Can I give him a D4, Dave?
What do you mean you've got a history?
Skill.
With accepting odd fucking things.
Oh, sorry.
Right. I thought you meant as in you might be able to do a history
Malevolent beings.
Yeah. You. Well, I'd say that's just like poor choice management. Here,
Great choice management.
Here, I have my soul.
In all fairness, I give it to all three of them.
Yeah. It's not like you give them a whole soul each. That'd have been silly.
No. Right, so we are saying that these are pretty much evil.
Dave's how Dave described them as malevolent. Yes.
So the researcher himself is not taking them?
No, he'll say no. I'm just here to research and catalogue these. If I was to take any, it wouldn't be these two. I don't think. I'm sure. And he sort of closes his eyes and he looks around you all and he says, "Can't you feel them? They're all around us." There's more to explore.
Okay. So to the little furry man, if we take one of these, are we then locked out from taking any of the others?
Interesting question. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know the answer to that until we try. I'm not sure.
If we go and discover the others, are we then locked out of these two? So is this a one shot? Is this a one chance time to take this, or
No, these. He sort of turns around and gestures towards the broken one at the back, and he'll say, "Well, that one, obviously, we're not going to see the likes of again. But these two, they touch them. Don't accept the gift if you don't want to, but so you can experience it yourself. What basically?
Just wanting to know if this is a be all end all. So we're now clear that if we find others and we take one of these, we're still potentially able to accept others. But also, we've decided that, well, we've discovered that we don't need to take these now. We can come back.
Yes, I've just rolled Arcana for Heinrich, and he's rolled well.
Mm-hmm.
And he will tell you that he believes that that whatever entity is in here is trapped and it's eternal.
Does it mean harm at all?
Don't know. There's a gift from an evil entity. It's unlikely to come without a cost.
Yeah.
But the only other thing that you would have all have noticed is this door that's slightly open is an amber door. Mm-hmm. Similar to the amber doors, these translucent amber doors that you've seen around the rest of it. These doors are ordinary wooden doors.
So in here we have cold and insight, yes?
In cold and divination, yeah.
So do we need to check each of the rooms first? Well, we need to clear the floor, really. So do we clear this corridor first? Because we know the stairs, I'm guessing there probably go back up to the landing that I so gracefully came down from. Seems a reasonable safe bet. So do we want to clear this floor? Because we've got, would you say this one was an amber one? These are both wood. What about that one?
Amber.
So we've got 2 ambers and 2 wooden doors to investigate here. Do we do that?
Do we want to do the wood ones first?
Yeah, probably. They're less likely to have anything interesting just to clear them.
Yeah, so for me, at the moment, I'm thinking try and get access to the other amber ones, see what they are offering.
Yeah, well...
I know, obviously, thematically, there's a few of you in this group that wouldn't be touching them at all.
But you might.
Yeah.
I'll ask him if he knows where Xanthras is.
He'll say, I now because of you guys, I now know as much as you. I've been waiting years to get past the Nothics. I daren't fight them by myself. I've not been able to explore much else other than what I can see. I do know the rooms over the other sides that they don't contain anything in particular. I've had a look inside here. They look like old bedrooms. I've opened the door, but I've not been inside. But I haven't seen any other amber sarcophagus. These are the first 2 that I've touched. It's so exciting.
All right, shall we move on?
Yeah, that's still so we clear those rooms, then investigate an amber door. Because we haven't even tried opening one yet, have we?
Right.
No. So you're going to clear these first, you said. So we'll do north. We'll do north first and move it along. So north one's open. It's a wooden door. It's a stout wooden door, iron fittings, does swing straight open. This room, once a bed chamber, is littered with broken furnishings. Scattered about the room are remains of a bed, a wardrobe, 2 trunks, 3 tall candlesticks and a desk, a bookshelf and several chairs. Torn up books, old pens and tattered clothes are strewn all about.
Just before we venture into this room,
doesn't sound like there's anything worth going in for.
Ask the group and or the other 2 that are with us, are any of them considering these potential offers for malevolent spirits?
Yeah, I've been instructed to take one. Sorry, my
Potentially.
patron deity.
No.
So I will be taking, but it's
That
it's
was
just
the
the
no I was
one.
expecting. But
The one
I
I've
may
the
be
one I've
tempted.
been the one I've been told to accept is Xanthras the Kingmaker.
Well, I would say with how the nature of what Mark's quest is and everything, Jarek's not going to waste any time with that because he knows that nothing will change his mind. But he will be heavily trying to persuade anyone else not to accept gifts from these things. But that's just, I'm a good cleric.
yes,
I've got crisps. I'm just going to grab them.
get these. Get these.
Oh,
Best crisps in the world.
Howdar.
Yeah.
The race.
Are they?
Andor chili, mate.
Ooh.
Fucking banging.
Wouldn't it be weird if he turned up with some now? He's got Doritos. So the only other thing that I'm going to give you, because I'm going to tell Nick's still got his detect magic up. There is something magic in this room, and as you're looking through the door, you can see that there's a spell scroll just the other side of the room to the southwest corner underneath the bed. It's like a wooden scroll case that's pinging.
Ooh, maybe ritual scrolls.
Does that mean you want them, Mark?
Well, we don't know what they are yet. Can we have a look?
I said, do not want to be checking to see if there's anything else in the room. I know we've been told it's empty.
Yeah. I was going to ignore the room at the moment. It says there's a magic item in it now. Now I'm suspect of the room.
I'm just not entirely sure that I want to walk into a room and then suddenly be broadsided by a bookcase.
I'll do the mage hand thing, Dave.
Fight a
On the door.
bookcase.
Okay, so
yeah.
as you grab the scroll case, you get the same resistance as you did when you tried to grab the longsword. I'm assuming that you're going to pursue this though, so we'll have a game of rollies. If you want to roll your make a make a roll to hit with
Charisma Arcana. Arcana using charisma instead of intelligence.
Yeah, no, I was thinking a spell attack. Yeah.
Are we just watching Mark have like a tug of war with thin air?
Yeah,
Pretty much.
What am I rolling? Sorry, Dave.
Attack it.
Well,
Eldritch blast it.
I'll just roll an Eldritch Blast to hit.
Okay.
I just want you to do a spell attack. You're going to have to roll well. The whatever's pulling it against it pings this scroll case, and you're not strong enough with your mage hand to grab it, and the scroll case flies back into the room into the opposite corner.
What shall we do, chaps? Ritual spells could be really handy for us.
Well, no, spell scroll only works once.
Not if it's a ritual. If it's a wizard spell and it's a ritual, I can copy it into my book and cast it at will.
I'm also concerned about the fact that
I've got a I picked the warlock.
Just grab it.
Thing.
What's holding on to it?
Yeah.
It's a something. There's nothing you can see. It's just being pulled back.
It's a something. Thank you for clearing that up.
And it was invisible.
Heinrich and Casimir will say, "Do it again. You've still got your hand. Grab it again. Have another go."
I've got this picture that was all kind of stood around the door, all peeking around the door, watching this. Just a row of heads either side of the door looking in.
I'll give it another go, Dave. Another go.
Yeah.
Ball bags.
Well, all else, because I'm not going to stretch this out. How long does Mage Hand last for? It's a cantrip, so it doesn't matter. Eventually, you manage to get one up. It's a proper tuck. You failed the second one, so it pings around the room, but you know where it lands. And eventually, Mage Hand does it does work, and you grab this spell scroll. And just looking through, it's a spell scroll of Wall of Fire.
That's not a ritual, is it?
No.
Just more
shall pass that to Tedlington. Is there any more in there, or is it just the one?
Just the one.
Right. Mission accomplished in there, then.
So,
for the sword.
That's
all we need to do.
Are we assuming that there is something in there, or is it just this is just how these rooms work? And whatever it is, it's not come out. Even though we've got the treasure, it's not come out. So do we just shut the door and ignore it?
Nothing pinged up magic, but detect magic doesn't ping up creatures, so it could be like a poltergeist or something.
Or a ghost.
Does Rokkr have anything about poltergeists that might match up with what we're seeing? Like they are limited to a room and can't leave it, sort of thing, and haunt set spaces.
It's a poltergeist.
Okay.
Well done, Jim.
So there is a poltergeist in the room, right? So shutting the door doesn't really matter.
Clearly in the other room as well.
Obviously, it doesn't want to leave, so we'll just ignore it.
Can we call in and go, would you like to help us cause mischief?
Interesting. Are you actually poking your head into the room?
I'm not putting it in. I'm going up to the doorway. The head has not gone through.
Okay.
Because the rest of it will be
I'd like
following.
to cause mischief.
That was a leading question. Do you want to make your face a target? You hear back. No, there's no response.
Oh, it's just a box.
Try the next door, see if there's one in there.
Yep.
If this building's just full of poltergeists in every room, this is going to be a long slog.
I mean,
Next door's open.
I don't think it helps us, but are we shutting the door?
No, I don't think there's any
They
point.
could get through it if they wanted, and they don't. So.
Yeah, he obviously doesn't want to come out, so buggering.
So next door, furnishings made of ancient colourless wood have collapsed under their own weight and now lie covered with cobwebs and dust. Nothing pings in this room.
Ignore it utterly.
Yeah,
Do we?
yeah.
I think so.
I don't feel there's a benefit to it.
I can send Mage Hand in to have a shufty around, to poke around. Do you think it's worth having a go?
As you move things in this room, nothing pulls.
Okay.
You can manipulate and move things around quite easily.
I'll get him to push around get the hand to just push around the debris, so we can see if there's anything, hidden under the.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah,
No.
That's fine. Right.
So there's nothing in there.
Okay.
No.
So do we try an amber door and see how they work? So
I mean, weren't there more non-amber doors over here?
there were, but while we're this side, may as well finish this side. Because then
I like the audacity of it.
I was just thinking, otherwise it feels very Scooby-Doo-esque if we're running back and forth across the corridor opening doors.
You have met us, haven't you?
Oh, yeah, but
I mean, if you want to go balls in and try an amber door,
well, it's more we need to know how it works. I mean, is there something that happens when you open an amber door? Are we better opening one where
can we actually just open an amber door, or do we need something to do it?
If we're opening one, for example, if we do this one first, if something does trick off, we've got a way of getting up and out on multiple ways. If opening one opens other things, we're in a closed area.
Way? Or is that
Yeah, it goes upstairs to where we fell from.
right,
Just goes to the landing where the flame skulls are. So.
Yeah, no worries.
Just,
Okay, I mean,
map it, Ted, if you want to complete it. So, are you going to test one of the doors? Are you going to test the one to the north or the south?
Do we want me to do it with thaumaturgy, just in case?
We can try it, see what happens.
Well, make sure no one's in the way of the door, and I'll try and open it with thaumaturgy.
All gather around here and then open the door to the south.
Yeah, if it's locked, it won't
can I
open.
suggest we don't all stand together?
Yeah.
Let's fireball proof the party. So you cast your thaumaturgy. You know, as you go to move this door, there's a similar resistance to your mage hand. This thing isn't going to open. It's locked.
Okay.
Oh, it's not open.
There isn't a keyhole.
Anyone got knock?
Ask the small furry dude.
Yeah, has he?
Good point.
Obviously, we know he's not got into anything, but has he? Any theories?
It doesn't sound like he's even properly looked. Let's be honest.
No, it doesn't
Hiding in the
really.
statue.
He he's just rolled a 32 for his Arcana. He will say that he is developing a little bit of a partnership with Casimir because they're both old. Casimir's a very, very old elf, and this guy is clearly an oldish-looking human. And between the two of them, and they'll probably bounce ideas off Akxikas as well, and you come to the conclusion that these are arcane locked. These are sealed. It will. What I'll do just to keep Akxikas in the loop. Akxikas, as you're sort of having a prod and a feel, you cast your thaumaturgy. There's something else other than the solidity of the door that would suggest that if you broke them down, if you smashed them, so there would be repercussions. These have to be either magically opened or perhaps a keyword, a word to open them. But if you break them down, which you could probably do, they are at the end of the day, relatively fragile. But it's possible.
Fancy not me that smashes the door in.
Can I put my hand on the door and kind of imagine the picture in my head of one of those eyes in the jars and kind of just will it open?
Eyes in the jars.
The big amber crystal tank things with the black shadowy eyes.
Yeah. What you get back from the other side of the room is this. There's something willing you to open. There's an evil presence beyond that you now know that what these sarcophagus are. They're calling to you, wanting you. They want the door open, but that doesn't do it.
There was no script or anything anywhere in the main room. There was nothing like engraved in the walls or anything. No.
I'll kind of share that with the party of these things want to be free, they're prisoners.
Well, they want the door open.
Yours do.
They want to share. They want to share their power.
Want to leave the buggers there if they're prisoners.
They're kind. They're good guys. They want to share.
Not.
Sharing is caring.
Do you roll a 1 on your insight?
I've not even rolled it. I'm going with my natural instincts.
And this is why we have no faith in you whatsoever. So I can only assume, unless we've got spells or ability to open them, we've got to find, as Dave suggested, there's maybe a keyword. There's got to be something in this temple that tells us how to open them. There's probably a book. So to open the door, say this.
Mella.
Yeah.
I was going, yeah. Did that work?
No.
So
what's Elvish for enemy?
It doesn't work.
Dan.
Unmellock.
So do you want to do
unmellock? That's going to unlock it.
Same on the other side, and then if not, we've got the door there. I don't know.
That's a double amber door.
Oh, so do we assume that's going to do the same thing?
Yeah. So we'll open this one to the north.
Yeah, I'll drag my couch over there for scouting.
Yeah, well, we can reposition your tokens after we've.
No, just so we can get the viewing.
If we need. Oh, okay. Let me open that for you then, Adam.
That was mildly unexpected.
Assume we're all there, aren't we?
Mildly unexpected.
Yeah.
What happened? You smashed the door in?
No, you couldn't get it open. You've gone over to the other side, to the east, and just cleared out these other rooms. If you remember, Heinrich did tell you that there was some kind of large mechanical creature in here. The first furnishings of this bare stone room have succumbed to decrepitude. Standing in the centre of the room, its head scraping the 10-foot-high ceiling, is a vaguely man-shaped construct made of dark wood and riveted iron. Its helmed head stares blindly in your direction. Cobwebs stretch from the terrible artifice to the wrecked furniture that surround it.
Oh.
That, to me, is saying, don't go in there.
No. We'll notice that's there. We'll shut the door.
Yeah.
I take it can get out the door.
I suspect what happens is there any bones amongst the smashed furniture, Dave? Can we see from here?
No, there isn't. There's a symbol on his chest. It's like a inverted triangle.
Do any of us recognise it?
Yeah. Can I have an Arcana check or something?
You can do, yeah.
Let's see. I'll give myself a
triangle, not just a triangle.
As well. You know what I mean when I say that.
The Illuminati.
I'm just,
that's just
I was just
I'll
trying to
lose
think. I was like trying to
lose
picture an
part of
inverted
the problem.
triangle. It wasn't.
Where are we? Where's
I
my
need to
arcana?
sleep.
Right at the top. 21.
basically the Superman
21.
check
This is a shield guardian. This is something that mages of old used to use. It has a control amulet. If you can find the control amulet, this thing will follow you around, fight for you, and you can store spells in it.
That's amazing.
It's your very own personal iron giant that can throw a spell as well.
and slash
Ooh.
doors, I'm guessing.
Okay. Did we do detect magic in this room?
I don't know how long Dan's has got left to go.
Oh well, are we willing to? I'm sure we can wait 10 minutes for him to do it again.
Yeah, no magic in this room.
So the
Not even
would
the
amulet.
giant.
Would
The
I
big
know
giant
that
thing's not magic.
Would I know if the control amulet would radiate magic with that roll?
Yes.
So it would.
Once again, back to the small fluffy man. Hello, sir.
Any
You
idea
know
where?
everything about this?
Yeah.
I've
know
not
where
seen.
his thing
I've
is?
not seen. I've not seen a thing, and to be honest, it didn't twig what this thing was. So no, I've not seen it. No, normally, if I recall, that symbol, if you see an amulet with that symbol on, it will match.
Right, we need to keep any magic item that's a bit triangular looking and amulety.
And inverted.
Yeah.
Right, should we do the bottom one?
Because we could hold it upside down.
See what random surprises in this one.
Yeah.
Okay. 34. A white marble bed stands in the centre of this bare stone room, its mattress long since rotted away. Golden hawks perch atop the bed's corner posts. The room remains furnished. Room's remaining furnishings have been reduced to dust covered in heaps. Cobwebs cover arcane sigils carved into the walls. Detect magic is not pinging anything in this room.
I'll see if I'll have a. Oh, sorry, I'll drop me hex. Because it's nearly expired. It must be nearly an hour now anyway. An hour to give myself a D4 now. Arcana. Check the symbols on the wall. Plus.
Can I ask Rokkr?
So that's
how
21
easy
total, Dave.
Poltergeists are to deal with.
You can. They similar to the spectres that you've already fought. You've fought plenty of spectres. They are incorporeal creatures. They are resistant to non-magical attacks, and they're resistant to acid, cold, fire, and lightning and thunder. But they're relatively easy to take out. Your Arcana check, nothing specific, Mark. Most of it seems to be. In fact, what did you roll? You rolled 21.
21.
Whatever it was, there's scrawling over the top that just seems properly nonsensical, and then every now and again there's sigils that just look disturbing, rituals that are just not right.
Yeah, and as an actual ritual caster, I suppose that'd freak me out. But it's like, yeah,
there's a Shuntite in there.
Yeah, I Bagsy. We don't go in there and move on to the next one.
Okay, so from the layout of the east side, so here, you can deduce that this is a collapsed wall. So it's possible, if it's symmetrical, that there might be a chamber the other side. These two are amber doors.
Which two amber doors?
South, east, and south.
Yeah, didn't see that one at all.
Yeah,
can I go and inspect to see if we can tell what the witches were doing to the door, whether they were trying to physically open it, or whether they were using, whether there's like any magical residue, or whether they've got an item on them that they were using.
Residue.
From what Rokkr saw when he poked his head round and what you've seen so far, it looked like they were trying to use some kind of mystic force to open, but that clearly hadn't. There's no scratch on the amber. There's no signs of damage to the amber itself. You can test this theory, get your dagger out and draw it across, and it scores a line. So they've clearly not tried to hit it. So on this floor, that's all of the rooms that you can open.
I was going
Jarek,
to say,
can
I
you-
couldn't
can you
remember if we
speak
checked
to
that to see
Paul?
if it was the same. But I assume that's the same and won't. Sorry, Dan.
That's a double amber door.
Yeah, but I assume I didn't know if we checked it like the other amber doors. It's locked as well.
Yes.
Jarek, can you speak with Ed to ask the witches if they can open the door, how they were trying to open them?
Didn't
I
we
don't know if
kill
that's something
them?
you can do today. No, they've not seen any of us actually. They died before they saw anyone, so
No.
okay.
Are we wanting to properly check the rooms with poltergeists in?
I don't know. That's
check
the only
your
thing.
magic.
Means dealing with poltergeists.
That's the only thing. It's whether, it's whether that room's worth doing.
Yeah,
I mean,
we check for if there's no magic items in there. There's nothing that's going to be that's unmagical that we're going to really want or
We
invest as money in.
aren't entirely sure that an amulet that'll open the amber doors is magical.
That's
It
the
might
point,
just
actually.
be an
That's the
inverted
point.
triangle.
Yeah. Hats off his barnet, man. This is
I thought Mark said as part of his arcana that this would ping up like
that was the
giant
gold.
thing,
That was
the
the gold
amulet.
control
The
amulet.
golem amulet would
So
Yeah.
yeah,
ping magic.
Yeah, but we don't know if a door. This is if it's like a magical key or some
or
sort
just,
of amulet.
as I said, a book that tells us how to open the doors.
Yeah.
I don't know. We could almost do. I feel if that was going to be the case, if there was some, like user guide, it's going to be in. I don't know where you'd expect the priests of this temple to be. Not. This doesn't feel like it. This feels like that. We've essentially got multiple tombs and a couple of bedrooms down here.
Mhm.
Oh, shall
So
we
it would-
progress?
Once again, question again for the little furry researcher. What are his thoughts on how we can go about opening these doors? Obviously, we need something or to activate something.
Yeah, we need to find the key. We need to find. It's possible that there's a different keys for each door.
What's this door? I've not even noticed that till now.
That's
the front door, isn't it?
bear with me.
Not
Wasn't that the
front,
front door?
we're lower level. We're one level
Yeah,
down.
you're underneath down.
Upstairs is the front door out.
Ah.
I've not even looked at it. I've just suddenly gone, hang on, there's a door there.
Oh, what a mushroom!
Not quite sure how I missed that one, but
They're double amber doors as well.
oh great.
Oh,
So they're also locked.
Yes.
Okay. So we need to redo the.
Have we got 6 amber doors?
Yeah.
there must be
1, 2, 3.
in one of the
4,
rooms we've
5.
already been in. We need to
Yeah,
search
just check.
everywhere.
We need to go back upstairs and see if we can get, because where the balcony was here to go across that crumbled, there's a complete balcony this side, and
Yeah, we didn't look the other side, did we?
I assume we can go down this side and across, because we said there was
Yeah.
windows up there, weren't there?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we need to go across here, around here, and see if we can get to the back of the temple, I think.
Do we think that the malevolent power of insight might help?
Is that a spell or just something you wish you had?
Divination. What?
No, that's what this one's offering.
Oh,
I would say no, but
I would say possibly.
I'm just thinking, with
Would
it
I-
being in an amber sarcophagus, would it also
Yeah.
be tied to?
Would-
I know it's not going to be good. Well, it is. Well, it is going to be good, but it's going to have, bad
Is there a
times
roll I
attached to it.
could do to check that theory, Dave?
What's the theory?
That by taking that bargain, what was it, Ted? The one you were looking at?
the divination one.
No, the other
Yeah.
one. Oh, it was the divination one. Would that?
Yeah.
Would I know if that would help us Well, that's the sort of thing. Divination is finding shit, isn't it?
This is my thoughts.
Would I know, or would I have a roll I could make to see if I know?
Yeah, but there's lots of different elements to divination. It's not just finding things. It could be any sorts of
It
stuff.
might just give you
Yeah.
the ability to find water.
Yeah, or urine, which I can usually find. It
Which
comes
generally is water.
to me. Yeah.
I would say Jarek would strongly recommend we don't do it completely or we search first. But
Again,
do you want to commit to a dark pact when we could just find a book on the next law up that says this is how you open the doors?
And you have to do the
the hey fatty bum bum shuffle.
Do the robot in front of the door.
Dan has to do it though.
Yeah.
I will do the electric boogaloo.
The
Right,
electric
so-
boogaloo does nothing.
Okay. I have it memorized and choreographed perfectly. I put
So
my own
do you-
flair on it as well. There's like a little flick with every movement and sass.
So do we think we've exhausted all possibilities here?
Well, as Jarek said, we've not checked all of the top floor.
So there's lots of possibilities.
Yeah, that's what I
we've
mean.
done everything
As in
on this
where we
floor.
are currently.
Other than deal with Poltergeist Room, I think we've done everything we can on this floor right now.
Poltergeist rooms.
Oh, well, yeah. But
Give me-
again, as long as they stay
Give
in the
me
rooms,
an individual perception check.
individual. Right.
Right.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is anything that you were concentrating on that lasts an hour or less. Nice one. Nice one.
My
Nick's
feet are
rolled a 0. Any concentration
saved.
spells that last an hour or less are all gone at this
Yeah.
point.
If anyone wants to be cat in the
That'll be
background,
Fester.
wiggling around,
Fester,
like wiggling
as
out, you know.
everyone is looking around, you notice a something at the back of the room behind the statue.
Which room?
Oh,
The large chamber, and you're quite sure that there's a sliding panel here.
ooh.
Okay,
And as you
I
check it
will,
out, I'm only giving you this because you've spent a lot of time in this room. So you've, I know Fester's passive perception is ridiculously high as well. So you just happen to notice or feel a draft or something.
So, yeah, I'll let them know that we have potential of something fun behind the statue. Once again, ask the small furry man if he knows anything about it.
Well, I was about to say we can now work out that Small Furry Man has a really crap passive perception for how long he's been in this room and not found it.
Yeah, no, he's amazed. He's oh, we must go. Secret. Can we go? Can I do it?
Stop searching the complete opposite side of the room.
Shall we let little furry man
No,
go
nothing.
and check it out?
No, he's not. going to.
He'll sort of say,
He really wants to.
when I say we,
He is a coward, though.
Yeah.
well,
Okay. Do we
I
want
he's
to?
not
I will.
looking forward.
Do we
I
want
will
to wait?
take my staff, get a bit of rope that I've had in my bag for a while, strum it across, and approach said thing going, secret tunnel, and let's go and investigate this sliding thing.
okay. So the door slides easily to the side. Beyond it are stairs going up.
Okay.
Who's found the service elevator?
The stairs end
There's
in
stairs.
a wall that doesn't seem to go anywhere else.
Secret door.
A secret door. There is a secret door at the top.
Oh yeah.
Secret tunnel.
So let me just. Sorry, that's a dim light in my poor eyesight. So we are.
After watching Fester do that chant as he walks through the secret door, I lean into Jarek and say, "I've never seen him cast that one before."
And I'll just cuff Nick round the head.
I don't notice. I've got a perception of 0.
You noticed it was nearly enough to take a point of damage.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take you to the map above.
Okay.
So let me give you the overview. I'm going to... Now then, just do me a favour. Your lad should be... So you're in here. Don't move your tokens for a second, because what I want to do is... Okay, so have you got that revealed?
No.
Yes, there's a spirally thing.
There is.
Is there?
We're in a
So
museum and it's a wonderful spine.
let me make this visible to you, so that's not hidden anymore. That is.
I'm on something totally different. No one's on the map.
It's a fossil.
Hold up, Mark. That
Oh, now that's it. That's the fella. I've got it now.
right. Let me just change that so you can see it. Right. This stone library has 20-foot high walls and a 30-foot high vaulted ceiling. Covering the ceiling is a fresco that depicts angels being set ablaze in a hell. A black marble railing encloses the gold marble staircase that spirals gently down 30 feet. 30 feet deep into a shaft to the north. Against the grey walls stand 6 10-foot tall black marble bookcases. On the shelves are hundreds of well-preserved tomes. Embroidered rugs, chairs, and lit candelabras fill the southern half of the room.
If there's lit candelabras, that's either
Dan pinging at all.
It's finished.
It's finished, but you can cast detect magic again. Nothing is pinging, but Heinrich, as he's walking behind you, is ecstatic with what you're finding.
That's going to be my next question, obviously.
Yeah,
that's a little furry dude.
and even before you get a chance to sort of say, no, don't. And he's pulling a book off the shelf and he's reading through it. And he's saying, oh, this is remarkable. As you peer over his shoulder, the book is blank.
It is literally remarkable.
So you know that book's blank, yeah?
He looks at you as if to say, yeah, what? He says, no, look. And he holds it round, points it at, holds it.
Yeah,
to you.
none of us can see that, mate.
He says,
I will pull another book off the shelf. Are there any interesting titles?
There's no titles and all of the pages are completely blank. What you do notice is Heinrich is doing this sort of teacher thing where he's looking through his glasses and then he looks over them and he'll say, oh my word, no, I see what you mean. Oh no, they would appear.
Well, they're doing that. I just peer over and down.
Are they pinging? Dave, are his glasses pinging?
No.
With magic, are his glasses pinging?
No.
I suppose he's not got glasses of true sight or anything that would let him see.
His robes have pinged.
You pinged him before that.
Pardon? No, I was just wondering if, like, obviously, when you said when he's looking for his glasses, he could see the words, and when he looked over them, they were blank.
Yeah.
May I ask if I can put his glasses on?
He'll say, well, it'll. I don't know if you can do, but you'd need to spend time, and I'm not entirely sure that you're of the right disposition to be able to.
Oh, so they are magical glasses then. So they were pinging magic his glasses.
Nope.
No, but you've got to attune to his glasses.
This is what he's telling you.
Okay.
Nick's
confused, but he puts the glasses on.
After this,
Do the pages have words on now?
No.
I pass them back and tell him they're broke.
Can we wait? Can we wait?
He sort of
to
laughs.
identify.
Puts them on.
Have we got Can I do that, everyone?
What's that?
Shall I? Yeah.
Identify
Yeah,
doesn't reveal anything about the books.
Or the glasses.
You're going to try and identify his glasses.
That's what I actually went for.
Oh, okay.
Isn't it rude to ID someone else's item without their permission?
Yeah,
Well,
he will.
I've
He'll sort of.
borrowed it.
He will sort of say to you, "Well, I do need them to see. I'd rather you, you know."
Give me back in 10 minutes. I'm fire, lad. I'm not going to keep them.
Okay, roll
Right.
persuasion. That's quite noisy.
Yeah.
What is that?
Oh, does that mean my microphone's working?
Whoa!
Yeah.
Hold on, let me try and get back into the chat
On
and
again
mute
now.
that.
It stopped.
While all they're farting around with books, Dave, Jarek's just peering over and down the.
What was that rolling, Dave? Sorry.
Persuasion.
Persuasion.
Can I ask the small furry man and Casimir, what did he see in the book that was so fascinating?
Right. Okay. I've got 3 things going on, so I'm going to do them in order of how I was asked. So I'll get to you last, Ted. So no one else ask me anything until I get to Ted. Mark, you've rolled perception, not persuasion. What's your plus for persuasion? Don't roll it again. Just tell me what your plus is for persuasion.
Or it's exactly the same.
Okay. He will quite defensively. He'll say, "No, thank you. I know what they are," and he'll put his glasses back on.
What a prick! Say openly, and then leave him alone.
For you, Adam, you can see. So it's a golden marble staircase with black marble railings. It spirals gently 30 feet. What's your dark vision?
Oh,
It's 60. It'll be 60. It'll be 60.
60.
Yeah.
I'll double check. 60. Yeah.
Yeah. So what you can see down the spiral staircase, I'm just trying to envisage this.
I'm not moving from where I am on the balcony, so I'm not moving around. I'm literally just looking over that bit.
Yeah, that's sound. So you can see the black marble floor of the lower level, and you can see what looks like wooden crates scattered around. And as you're sort of going from left to right, there's not much else that you can see, but it is a large-ish room, similar to this large-ish room that you're in on top.
Just very roughly, do they? I don't know. Look like shipping crates, or what kind of size? Do they look rough-hewn? I mean, it's not what I expected to find in the bottom of them.
No, and in fact, compared to the rest of the temple, they look relatively new, as if the Amazon man's just dropped them off.
Was this the every guy?
Smiley boxes.
Yeah. Yeah. And then Ted, I was trying to remember what you asked me. You asked me
so what did the small furry man find so interesting in the book he read?
Gotcha. He'll say, well, there's knowledge, there's spells, and he's flicking through. He'll say, oh goodness me. He'll say, oh, it's cloud kill, and there's Bigby's more than Kenny. And
why can't we see them? Excuse me.
He's going from shelf to shelf.
Yeah, I'm just gonna grab him by the shoulder and spin him and says, "Why can't we see them?"
I don't know. He'll say, sorry, I'm getting too excited.
I'm going to see if I think he's lying.
Okay, insight, yeah.
15.
No, he seems he's bubbling up. He's excited, and he says, "I'll calm down. Sorry. No, we must try and discover a way, for you guys to see them." But
what did lasses do?
Well, they allow me to
see.
Why is it that we need that your glasses allow you to see these books that we can't see?
Can Casimir see them?
Casimir can't see them. Casimir's as confused as you guys.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not letting this go, little man. Start spilling the beans.
There's boxes downstairs.
I'll give myself a D4, Dave, and I'll try and intimidate him into spilling the beans.
Okay.
I'll make myself glowy and shouty with thaumaturgy just beforehand.
Okay, you can roll with advantage then.
Right, so intimidation with advantage.
I'm not sure we should be scaring our researcher, but
No,
I'm waiting till he does it, then I'm going to have at him.
bonk.
Oh, crap, anyway.
4 and a 2 mark.
Yeah, that's pants. He's just going to go, ugh, and carry on with what he was doing.
Oh, you look all.
Oh, you are scary. And then
I'd say,
carry on what he was doing.
Jarek will at this point out that ignoring the fact that you're being quite rude to this guy,
Hello.
you just made a lot of noise in a temple. A hell of a lot of noise.
And I'll tell you this, does this finger look particularly bothered?
So
Right
I can get where you're coming from here. So Akxikas is quite riled by some of the answers that you're getting from Heinrich, because a lot of it doesn't make sense. As Akxikas is trying to intimidate him, you see Heinrich's his whole countenance changes, and he just goes, "Oh, fuck it," and he starts preparing a spell. What do you want to do?
What? Sorry, I missed it. Is this working now, by the way?
Yes,
Yeah,
that's perfect, Dan. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. For no
this time
reason,
it's
I did
not-
So I
nothing.
try and reason with the small man and go, hold up here, pal. I thought we were on the same page.
Even though I spoke tersely, that doesn't mean he's got to try and kill
Ignore
me, does it?
devil-looking bellend. He's a.
I'll take that for now.
He's occasionally a bit wayward.
So as you're talking through this, he continues his spell, and his
can I just quickly
features.
say-
Yeah.
I was just to get clear, because I was trying to sort out the microphone.
Yeah.
He's saying that these have got text, like there's words in it, and he's saying they're spells.
Yep.
Now he's reading. He seems to be reading from the book.
Yep.
I think I'd more go and just put my hand over his mouth. Sorry, I was trying to work out where we were, which is, I didn't know what was happening entirely.
Kind of scattered around
Okay.
the room.
Yeah. Let's roll initiative.
Damn it, Mark.
Hold him. If we can hold him, I can hit him.
Did that roll? No, it didn't.
I mean, where's Wolfie, Dave?
Yeah, obviously 3.
I think he was outside downstairs, wasn't he? No, bear with me. Let me just go and get him from the other layer.
Hey, Wolfie.
I take it Casimir is equally as nonplussed by this.
Casimir's just sort of stood back. He's not entirely sure what's going on. I'll roll initiative for him, but he's not going to make him. He's not going to make a move. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Right. What's going to happen? As Akxikas, things aren't working out for Akxikas, and he's, why can you see this? What's going on with your glasses? You're not telling us the truth. You've not been able to figure out if this guy's lying or not. So, as Akxikas tries to take things into his own hands, Nik tries to lunge forwards to cover Heinrich's mouth. Heinrich's face, as he's casting this spell, it melts, and underneath is revealed what looks like a fox, or possibly a jackal-like visage. Would you all like to make an Arcana check? Actually, no. Would Akxikas like to make an Arcana check?
Yes.
Sounds like something from the Hells.
Yeah.
Where is he?
I've not rolled above 10 for ages. 14.
14. This is an Arcana loth. This is a fiend. It's a Yugoloth from Gehenna, from the outer planes, from the lower planes specifically. This is a very, very powerful fiend. So he's not. If you think of the different planes, you've got Abyss, you've got demons, you've got the 9 hells, you've got devils, and then from Gehenna, and I think it's Gehenna, you've got Yugoloths. It's a different type of fiend. This specific type of fiend is everything that Heinrich was telling you. They like knowledge, they like secrets, they like power, and they're also very, very high-powered sorcerers, spellcasters. As he reveals himself, his spell fires, which Akxikas would also know is a teleport spell, and he vanishes.
As far as things could have gone, that's a good way out.
Oh, I don't think that was a particularly bad result, because he wasn't being useful in any way, and now we know
What
he's
was
a
that?
rotten fiend.
Yeah, so we're kind of going to ask us, what the hell was that? And don't piss off other people. Yeah, what was that?
Okay, moving on then.
So
No,
at this point,
What was that?
Casimir will go up to Akxikas, pat him on the back, and say, "Jesus Christ, I can't. It's a good job you spotted him when you did."
Yeah, I was just saying, all I did was speak harshly to him. It's not like I stabbed him or, tried to steal his shit. I used harsh language.
Well, at least we know now he's here, and he's possibly
Tell
Tell the
stalking
rest
us.
of you lot to shut the
Word-
fuck up and piss off. If you don't, feel free.
Words can cut through to the soul more than swords.
Be quiet. Let's go. Right.
I mean, if you honestly want us to leave you alone, that's fine.
Bearing in mind how
You're only on 17 hit points, aren't you?
So, what do we want to do now then? So we can't. We've no idea about the books. Well, we know what. Did he take a book with him out of interest when he teleported? Did he have one?
No, he didn't.
Oh.
But you would
Are the
know.
books
I mean,
still blank?
yes, the books are still blank, but Akxikas would be able to tell you that one of the abilities that Arcanoloths have is True Sight. So that's why he could see you through the veil of darkness. That's why he could. Yeah. So he was lying to you all the way through, and he was very, very good at lying about these glasses. And it's only when you sort of started to question him about these glasses that he realised the gig's up.
Okay.
Can I have an apology now?
No.
Yeah, right, as long as that's clear, let's move on.
Do any of the books stand out at being the sort of colour and whatever of Mordenkainen and spellbook we're looking for?
Not specifically. I like where you're coming from, but no, these are all ordered. It's not exactly sort of. It's not the colours of the rainbow circling round, but they've been here for a long time. Whereas Mordenkainen was a relatively recent visitor to Barovia, so there's nothing out of the ordinary.
Out of the ordinary, like the demon fox that just teleported out the room.
It's normal.
So, so if there's nothing else to do with the books, all I know is downstairs is a load of crates, but there doesn't seem to be anything else here. I was hoping for a bit more for a passage.
As you're poking around the room, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take us out of initiative then. All I'll say to you is after the Arcanoloth disappeared, we'll still call him Heinrich if you like. After he's disappeared, you're all on high alert, looking around, waiting for an attack, and nothing happens for a good 2 minutes. 2 minutes turns to 5 minutes. You can't hear anything, you can't see anything, and your heightened sense drops. But you do see another secret door on the west wall.
So, secret door or boxes?
Fairness, I will still carry on calling him the small ferryman because he is still a small ferryman.
Ferryman, yeah. Probably more accurate now than it was.
Fantastic, Mr. Fox.
Right, so we've got downstairs to the crates.
Yeah, there's a load of crates. Well, I saw a few crates downstairs. I don't know how many I could see that, but
Um,
it was some.
I personally think we'd do the crates first.
Yeah, secret doors generally stay shut unless something triggers them. So. Can I throw the dog? Can I throw the dog down the stairs to investigate? How far down is it? Will the dog survive?
It's 30 feet.
30 foot.
It'll be right.
Not throwing the wolf.
Or Mark could use his owl, but I mean, to be honest, if we're going down the stairs, I imagine we'll get a good clear view of the room as we go down the stairs with how they go round. So,
I do want to send Captain Stealth down first.
does Captain Stealth want to go down first?
Captain Stealth?
JMO.
Sorry, miles away. What?
You are Captain Stealth. Do you want to go down to the stairs first or not, or are you not feeling it?
Don't these stairs lead back down to the?
They do, but into an area we've not been.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I will tippy toe down.
I will put my blade away to get rid of the sunlight.
Wicked. Roll your stealth with advantage, then, Jim. 22. So what I'm going to do, you're not all down here, but I'm just going to change your map. So scroll back, come and go as you please. The golden marble staircase with a black marble railing hugs the north wall as it spirals gently up the 30-foot wide shaft. Lying in the middle of the room are 6 rotting wooden crates. Oh, they're rotting. I do beg your pardon, but they are different from the rest of the.
That's fine.
The amber-covered walls are sculpted to look like tentacles that entwine around the marble bas-relief of kings, queens, pharaohs, and sultans, attended by a myriad of slaves. The west, south, and east wall contain alcoves, and standing on each alcove is a tall, rough block of amber. 2 wide cracks have opened up in the south wall, spilling rubble and shattered pieces of amber into the floor and the southeast corner of the room. So you've got this is basically collapsed and shattered.
Oh, okay.
So this is where Rokkr would descend. As you stay on the door here, the other thing that Rokkr can see, I'm just going to make visible to you now, it's not moving, but it looks very ominous, is what looks like a large statue. The statue, like I say, it's not moving at all, but this statue has no dust, no cobwebs on it, and it looks as if it can articulate and move. Okay, so Rokkr, right. you recce back, tell everyone about it. Yeah.
Not possibly as eloquently as you did, but.
Okay.
Did you only see one?
Yes.
Did it look like it could get through the cracks that were in the wall? What we're looking size-wise here?
No, it doesn't look like it could get through. You have a ridiculous amount of vision, don't you, Jim? Isn't it dark? 190?
It's I can't remember it. It is a ridiculous amount. Umbral sight.
I think you're right with 90, Dave, because I think it's 60 for an elf and then an extra 30 for
30 for yeah.
Yes.
90. Okay. Yeah. No, I'm gonna stick with that, Jim. That's. I'm not gonna give you anything else, mate. Okay, guys. We're at just past 10 o'clock, so we've got about another 20 minutes, maybe.
Mm.
Yeah. Where do you want to do? Where do you want to go? What do you want to do?
So we've got here or the secret door.
I don't know. I don't know. It's just whether we want to investigate the chests or not, or just leave this area, or not chest boxes. Whether I mean, if they're rotting, they're probably
Crates.
crates. If they're rotting, there's probably not a lot of them. Will Rokkr have seen that these pillar things down here? Are they similar to the ones in the other rooms? Because they look the same on the map.
The amber sarcophagus. These three are the amber sarcophagus with this slither of whatever this malevolent force in that's looking all around.
So, I mean, Gut says this feels very central to the temple. These are probably quite important ones. So, do we want to investigate these, or do you want to do the upstairs bit first?
I'm thinking there's a golem in there that may.
Yeah.
I take it wasn't moving. It was just. It had the capacity to move, but it wasn't moving.
Yeah, it's not moving. It stood there,
It
and
hasn't been animated yet.
and it can't get through that gap anyway. So, are we okay to have a nosy, or?
I personally think other secret door first, just in case that gives us something to help down here.
I'm open either way at this point. I don't think either's a better or worse option. We've seen there's nothing directly here. It's just if there's anything in those crates and what the offers are down here for the one, whichever one Mark's trying to find. But
yeah, I just personally think that Iron Golem bursts through that space.
I have no idea what kind of strength it'd have to get through though, or how heavy the rock would be. I don't. Yeah. I mean, obviously it can't fit through the gap, but how quickly could it get through if it got annoyed? But going off, I know it's kind of a bit of outside knowledge, but we know that in front of it, the other side, was two amber doors that I feel is probably a safe guess leads to that room. So might opening them be what triggers it?
But also, if we open the other secret door, we could potentially open it, just have a look to see if that's worth navigating first.
I'm happy with either. I don't think either's better or worse. I'm happy with either. Group vote?
Whatever.
Secret door.
Secret door. That's 2 for secret door. I'm indifferent.
Cool.
Mark's indifferent. Dan?
Indifferent.
Secret door.
Secret door it is. Right, let me change your map to back upstairs then. The secret door is open. The chamber in between is, now that you've got the general layout of what seems to be happening, it's a small enclosed space. I don't think there's one to read for this. Yeah. Dust and cobwebs fill this otherwise empty room. After a short amount of searching, let me just reveal it for you. I'll just pop Jarek in there. You discover another secret door here.
I think I've learned the spell, so I chant secret door.
You need the rope.
Secret door. Is it open?
No.
Oh.
It's the same as all the others. It's a slidey panel one.
Secret door.
Okay, so you're opening this one, and it's Nik.
Fireball. Shit.
Right.
I'd have drawn my sword for this one, by the way, Dave.
Yeah.
Before
okay. Your sword's back out. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. If you want. Nice. Thank you. So this 15-foot high room contains the trappings of royalty. Ornate furniture, exquisite rugs and tapestries, and decorative statuary. Everywhere you look are lit candelabras atop small tables. The beauty of the decor is undone by thick dust and cobwebs. Standing in the centre of the room is a decrepit skeleton clad in tattered robes. red pinpoints of light burn in the skeleton's eyes sockets as it turns to you and says, "Do I know you?"
Yes.
Please
yet.
come in. Make yourselves at home.
Cautiously go in.
Yeah.
And kind of lean over my shoulder going, "Guys, talking skeleton, he's invited us in," and I walk in.
Sure. So this is the very epitome of decadence in this room. Everything about it is opulent. And this skeleton, as you walk in, he gestures towards the seats and he turns back and he moves over to this desk here, on which there's a large tome, and it's you spot it as soon as you walk in. It's obviously a very large tome. Looks like a one of these massive old books. And he starts rifling through it, and as the rest of the party files in, he will eventually turn around and he'll say, "Oh, do I know you?"
Oh God.
Yes. It's a yes. It's been a while. We've all come to see you again, my friend. We've missed you.
And forgive me, I can't remember your names.
It was I, Nick. Don't you remember me?
Of course, dear boy.
Your
take a
name
seat.
slipped my mind, though. It's been so long.
But to this, he will say, "Yes, it slipped my mind as well."
Oh dear.
Not to worry, Terrence.
I'm sure it wasn't Terrence. You now that you've all filed into the room, it would probably be Fester with the highest perception. You notice that the book. I've just closed mine now, and I didn't think I'd need it again. That's annoying. The book is titled "The Incants of Exathanta."
It's looks like an interesting tome you have there, friend.
He, what I'm going to do is backwards and forwards. Every time his attention is drawn off you, he's back to, "Oh, do I know you?" So we'll sort of skip over that bit. And he looks confused as you're pointing towards, and he'll say, "Yeah, it's mine. I'm sure it's mine." And as you're sort of all gathered around, you're all having a look, stood with this. I mean, it's clearly skeletal, not a pound of flesh on him, just pure skeleton, red, glowing eyes. You do see that inside the book there are a few sheets of loose paper.
Are these more bookmarks you've laid, friend?
He'll say, "Oh, I'm not sure." And he pulls one out, and it's a list of instructions, and it will say, "In common, if found, please cast." And he'll read that out, and he'll say, "Is this yours?" And then he'll pull the next one out, and there's two more, two others. It would be Fester and Jarek as they pulls these out. They're two spell scrolls of greater restoration.
Okay.
Oh,
I
that
see where
could
this
work
is
on
going.
him for his memory.
Yeah. Not entirely sure that's a wise idea. It's just not like Scream major typical horrible bad guy that appears in a lot of campaigns to anybody else.
No, we're friends. I know him.
No, you don't.
Yeah, he's welcomed us.
Can I do any form of check for me to work out and be Jarek to know what I think it is? Or
Yeah, sure. You can. What do you want to roll, mate?
Well, I'm guessing.
yeah,
Athletics.
yeah, the choice. Well,
Because I know you didn't invest in religion, did you? For
no, because it's still
so it would be history, religion, arcana.
They're all intelligence. They're all my dumps.
Do you want me to also try something with my perception as well?
What?
Basically, have you nudged me and gone? There's something not a bit not right.
Yeah,
about
well,
this."
if we're both recognising the scroll, you'll have definitely got the Jarek kind of look at Fester and raise an eyebrow. So Fester will definitely know that Jarek's really not sure about what's happening here.
Mhm.
So
I'll
this,
keep him distracted and go, "Oh, you're looking well. You look like you've lost weight since we last met."
it's very, very good of you, my dear boy. It's all of this passing on knowledge. I do enjoy passing on knowledge. He'll say.
I'm confident I know what it is, but I know obviously I need a roll for Jarek, but they're all going to be +0 regardless.
Listen, what I'm quite happy for, if you'll forgive me, Teb, just for a second, is this guy is not aggressive at all.
Mhm.
You've got all the time in the world. So with Rokkr's Van Richten book, with everyone's knowledge, you're pretty sure that this is a lich.
Yeah.
But you're also pretty sure that he's not. If you were to restore his greater restoration would restore his memories.
Yeah.
But he's not threatening. He's not threatened you in the slightest. When discussing things with him, his whole deal is sharing and imparting knowledge, and he just repeats this over and over again. All he wants to do is share and impart knowledge, and then
yeah, but it's just restoring his. Okay, I'm willing to do it if the rest of the party want me to, but it's just does restoring his memory reduce his memory as to other things.
Well, let's all leave the room and let you do it in there anyway.
The doors, my friend. The doors are locked. You've locked your doors.
Oh, the doors. Yes, the doors have a. Yes, there's a way in. I can't quite remember what it is.
Old age. It's fine. It happens to us all.
Indeed.
Are there any more doors in the room?
In this room, he'll say, "Oh yes, there's yes, you can go out that way. Although you must be careful behind that door. There's a pile of skulls that will cascade out. I would rather you didn't go through there."
Go where?
Yes.
Just a cupboard of skulls. It doesn't lead anywhere. It's just a cupboard of skulls. You asked about doors. You didn't say that went anywhere.
I don't want his real memory back.
Memento mori.
Some people collect stamps. Some people collect skulls. You can't judge the man.
Yes, you can. I judge people that collect stamps just as much.
Do you mind if we have a quick look through this tome of yours?
Oh, by all means, help yourself. And as you look through, he's gone. But Akxikas would be able to tell you that this is his spellbook. This is his repository of spells.
It's full of nice spells. None of them are necrotic. None of them are necromancy. He's a lovely guy. It's just calm emotions, greater restoration, and friendship. That's all he's got in this book.
Are you saying he's a Care Bear, Dan?
He is. Just look at his belly. If he had one, it would have a love heart on it and a rainbow would come out.
From the room, looking around, am I sensing anything particularly to worry about, other than he's just told us it's got a room full of skulls?
Other than it being a lich.
The layouts, the positioning of things, it's all, other than being sort of very ornate and quite beautiful, it's all sort of like, it's not like traps going to happen, or
roll perception or investigation, then, mate.
24.
24. No, the room is what it is. There's other than right, hold up.
That doesn't sound promising.
No.
Because the worst thing Dave can say now is
There-
nothing.
Okay, right, bear with me here.
All this research, and when Dave turns around and goes, "No, there's nothing."
You do actually notice that there is another secret door to the north.
So which one was the cupboard of skulls?
Bottom, south.
Bottom.
Do we want to ask him about it, Nick?
Let me just fill Mark in. While you were away, mate, Fester was asking if he can look through this tome, Exathanta's Incants of Exathanta. You have a look through as well, and it's his spell book. The spells in there at a quick glance include Counterspell, Fireball, Blight, Dimension Door, Cloud Kill, Disintegrate, Finger of Death, Dominate Monster, Power Word, Stun, Power Word, Kill, which is a 9th level spell, obviously. This is this guy's spellbook.
They're not the ones I listed.
He also has Calm Emotion.
I don't feel stealing from him would be a good idea.
I don't think bringing his
That's
memory
what
back
we were
would
going
be a
to do.
good idea.
No, we're not. We're full on board with the whole friend pact at the moment.
Ixicanta. Oh, what it said on the front. Is that what's written on the book?
Exathanta, yeah.
Ixicanta. What's through that door? And I point to the other secret door.
What the name that Mark was looking for?
It was
Xantras.
Yeah.
So let me just fill Mark in on this other bit as well. So he's pointed out this secret door here. Rokkr discovered a secret door here that Exathanta hadn't pointed out. What Nick is now doing is asking about this secret door, and his whole visage changes, and the pinpoints of red light flare all of a sudden, and he looks directly into Nick's soul, and he will say, "You do not go in there."
I said, "Do you have any more?" And I was pointing at the glasses.
There's 2 secret doors.
Roll deception.
Die.
So there's 2 secret doors?
Yes. The north and the south.
Mm-hmm.
Both of
You
which.
jammy bastard. He glazes over again and drifts back to his book, and then in about 30 seconds' time, he'll turn around and he'll say, "Do I know you?
Hello.
You jammy son of a bitch."
In that 30 seconds, I turn to everyone and go, "Don't ask about the door."
I rolled 11, mate.
I am a deceptive fucker.
That sounds like rape, Dan.
Okay, so we're almost at the point where we're going to wrap up. Did we? What? Do you want to try one last thing? Do you want to do one last thing? What would you like to do?
What you want? What you want?
What you want?
So, are we thinking that if we cast Greater Restoration on this guy,
We're
he's
relying
going
on.
to kick off?
No, well, we're
Go out
relying,
the room to discuss this.
we're relying on the fact that he won't kick off if we're casting it. So if he kicks off and casting it, we're screwed. After reading that spell book, we're in a lot of trouble if he's not
At
friendly.
least,
yeah.
at least he counts as undead.
Oh, he'll be counted as undead, and so are the rest of us very quickly.
Yeah. Power word kill will do for any of us.
Oh yeah.
Just wondering if, he might be a good lich.
No such thing.
I whisper to Rokkr after, obviously, we've got quite a powerful spellbook here. Does he get the sense that the fox is kind of watching from an invisible vantage?
Oh,
The last person we want to get this book is the
Oh,
fox.
jeez.
I'm not very good at
Let's have a
looking for
look
things
around.
unless I'm allowed to investigate.
We're stuck
I'm a
between
little bit better.
a lich and a fox.
Maybe he can help us with the fox. Maybe they have a
Yeah.
fight. Face off.
Was one of my thoughts. In all fairness,
Have I got to greater restoration a lich?
well,
Clearly, the guy, the fox, is evil. So too evil.
Says lich.
As opposed to the lich.
Yeah, but it's slightly less evil. You know,
No.
the lesser of two evils.
Close. Like maybe 4 times the evil.
Oh,
It's got level 9 spells. We've been told.
This thing
this
is
is
like,
the other guy was a what do you call it?
I would say, yeah, this lich could be potentially very nasty.
Do we think that if we go through any of the secret doors in that room, that he'll suddenly kick off?
Yeah,
I have a feeling through that top one may be a phylactery.
Yeah, but what kind of lich does the phylactery in their lair?
One that's forgotten his name.
I've forgotten he's put it there.
In all fairness, yeah, he's a little bit.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm glad I suggested going through the secret rooms.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel that we can essentially leave him and come back to him at any times while he's in this current state.
If we decide we are just going to have to kill him, he's probably easier to fight in this state.
Yeah, I'll tell you what I'll do, gentlemen. You can go ahead and have a short rest in this room. That's not going to be a problem. Do you want to leave it there and decide next time?
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
So what does the short rest give us again?
The chance to heal with your hit dice and some abilities back.
Some abilities back.
Some abilities.
None for you, Ted. I don't think.
Yeah. Okay.
Your wild shape comes back.
There's no
Wild
benefit
shape
to me
for
for
short
it.
rest
So.
reset.
Oh, do you
Yeah,
get wild shape after a short rest? Wicked.
Yeah.
It's 2 per short rest.
I've not used because I wasn't sure how weird it was going to be. I was trying to fucking. That's why I was using magic balls and everything. I didn't want to use Cinder again.
Yeah.
So what we'll do then? I'll stop the session there, and then we'll pick it up with what we're deciding to do after the short rest with Exethanta next time.